Welcome to Snip It or Flip It. Let me get into live chat. I haven't done one of these in a while. Uh, what this is I have got tons of jewelry, bits, baubles, pieces, broken pieces, not broken pieces, beads, all of it just in tubs. And I've been trying to clean out. I've made some donations to the Goodwill. If you're local, I'll put some good stuff in there. No, actually, they went to AmVets. I'm sorry, out by Kroger. But anyway, um, I, what I'm doing with these things now are going through them and deciding what I need to keep, what's worth fixing, or what would be best snipped up, and what would possibly sell. And what I intend to do, I've got this little tub right now, right here, of just everything. And what I'm going to do is, hi Pamela, happy 4th of July to you. Actually, our family gathered at my son's and they were digging a dog's little grave. My son's dog, he died yesterday. She died yesterday, and they have to pick her up tomorrow. But anyway, they had to get that done, and my daughter and her husband came and helped, and my husband. But anyway, it's all good. But what I'm going to do is what I want to get rid of in a craft lot situation. We'll just all go into this. This is not for sale. You can see how old that is. It has a think that's called a I was going to call it a pontoon or a pontiff, and it's neither of the same. But anyway, you can see right here where it was blown. Pontiel, what is it? I can't think of the word. But this is a really old and kind of valuable vase. But you don't get the vase, but I will be putting things that will go into that lot in here. And I may auction those at the end of the show. I may auction them another time. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far mentally. But I started this and I thought, well, I might as well just come on and do it. Uh, First thing I found in this particular batch of stuff. Hi, Selena. How are you? I love you. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. I found these little beads and they're very old. Look how fragile and dainty the wire work and all is. They look like something maybe some little girl. They're not pearls, they're metal, I think. I can't really tell. Look like something maybe a little girl got for her birthday in the 30s or something. I just love them. Those are not in the craft lot. Hi, Josie. How are you? Uh, so I'm just going to get started in here. I've got all this stuff, and I just have to decide whether I'm going to cut it up and bag the beads or, what I'm going to do. These were the first two things I pulled out. And actually, I believe these were from Home Interiors because I had a package brand new and these in the together in a shipment. And what these are, in case you don't know, oh, hold on. There we go. They go over like a pretty glass wine decanter or vase or something. This bottle's not big enough. Let's see if this one will. Like that, kind of. This is not really the best way to show you, but they hang over vases. I used to have some over some candlestick, cobalt blue graduated candlesticks in my living room, and little fingers were having so much fun with those candlesticks, and I put those up for a while. They were, they're very long stemmed. And if you wonder what weird kind of rings I have on, um, I'll stop while we're at this point and tell you. You can obviously tell this is amber, real amber. And I actually had another ring like this that was even a nicer piece. They have big, huge insects in them. But I took copper wire and made rings and used amber on some of them. I've lost a couple of them. I don't always get them fitted correctly and they just fall off. But they have helped. I had trigger finger in this finger, and almost completely lost use of this one, and then I think arthritis is setting in. It has been really helpful, particularly with the trigger finger. And when I don't wear it, which I don't wear them around my grandson, or I didn't wear them to Harper's birthday party, I'm afraid I'll scratch them maybe with the wires or something. So I don't wear them, and my hand hurt by the end of the day. So anyway, that's what I have on. But these little things, I don't know what I could do with those to recycle those. I think I'm just going to throw those in my craft lot that I'm making. Well, I've always heard that copper helped arthritis. And my daughter, who has a bachelor's in nursing, when her son had teething issues, she had bought a real expensive amber thing to go around his leg that was supposed to help with teething pain. So I thought, well, maybe it'll help with my joint. So I have the piece of amber. It sits directly on that arthritic type joint. You can see the bugs in it. Let's see if I can. I was heartsick when I lost the other one. I had a few pieces like this from a bracelet. And Ken had even went through the trash trying to find it in case they're always falling off. But most of y'all know I'm a church musician, and my fingers take a beating, and I've got all kinds of issues. But I think I'm going to put these in the vase that I'm putting this will. I'll probably just sell this stuff or put it in a craft lot or give it to Goodwill or something. Alrighty. What else is down in here? Some of this I haven't even seen in ages. Oh, this is something. I've seen these. These are cute. It's a Scrabble tile that's. I'm going to bring you down so you can see a little better what I'm doing. Does she? Well, it's supposed to help with teething pain. Um, I was always nervous about maybe him breaking it and getting a bead down his throat or something, but I don't even think that the ankle bracelet thing she had on him was even real amber, and I think she paid up for it. So why didn't you ask me? I could have, you know. I have a little amber stash. I've used a lot of it on a lot of these rings, but I've been keeping an amber stash for a long time. That's a little Scrabble tile. I'm just going to throw that in crafts. It's not particularly something I want to craft with. And we get these, we used to get them every order just about. These, you hang it, let's see, that one has a magnet. You put it on the table and hang your purse if you're in a restaurant, uh, like that. And I mean, I've been places where it probably would have come in handy, but I'll put that in the craft lot. Okay, what's this? I have a real funny idea of what's worth keeping and what's not, but that just looks kind of cheap to me, and I don't think it's worth my time to put more elastic in it or stretch cord. And I don't really think it's something I would make a beaded ring out of. It's just kind of doesn't float my boat. So I'm gonna throw that in the craft lot. One less bell to answer. Let's see. One less egg to fry. That used to be one of my favorite songs. One less man to pick up after. And these little buckles, two pieces, it says, I don't know what I would use those for. I think I'll just put those in there. Ken's on the phone with my son. My son's having a really hard time where his dog had been sick. He spent thousands trying to keep her alive. And then she got sick again, and they took her on back to the vet yesterday, and the vet called that they'd had her on 100% oxygen, and when they took it off, she just passed out. And he said she wasn't going to get better. So they had, it was like she was almost already dead, but they put her down, if that makes sense, just to put her out of her, so she didn't suffer. Okay, here are some black beads. Technically, I usually keep black beads and cut them up and bag them. I just don't think I'm gonna keep those. I already have some, and I think I'm gonna put those in my craft lot. Use buckles for button marks. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying. Kind of just fold that over the thing. Well, this is interesting. I don't know what that's made of. Sounds kind of like something that would be breakable, almost like a clay or something. I could put a brooch back on that. Look at that. Yeah, that would be cute, Selena. It would, wouldn't it? I think I'm going to keep this because I think that's something I could do something with. And I need to get a little tub for the things I'm going to keep. Let's see. I have a piece of jewelry stuck to my house shoe. Where in the world? Oh, that's my house shoe broke. I got these Jessica Simpson house shoes and I just got them last week and they're already. Maybe I can fix it. Let's see. I left my other house shoes at my daughter's because we don't wear our shoes in there where Parker's down on the floor. We started that during COVID and just never. Okay, I'll fix. I thought I'd stepped on the necklace. Okay, get that there. I like anything Jessica Simpson makes. I, I've got my Easter dress last year was Jessica Simpson. I just like her about purses. Okay, this is a belt, and what I had a whole tub of belts I was saving to make bracelets out of. And I think I'll just put this in that tub. See? And then you could make a whole bunch of them. I'd have to put closures on them. I think I'll keep that. Let me bring you back down so you can see a little better. I have on order one of these, actually three of these, from Walmart, and it's supposed to come tomorrow. Lydia bought me one, sent me one a long time ago, big long one. And I wore that thing out. Most of you probably got tired of looking at the holes. And I bought some more, and I tell you, if I didn't tear it up too. So, anyway, but it keeps things from bouncing around. Okay, this had been on, it's made in Taiwan. I would classify this as 1990s kind of faux cloisonne, but there's the back of it, like kind of bolo. You could just put a chain through there and close it up. I think I'll keep that because I think it's pretty. Put that in the keep pile. Got this stretch ring. I'll keep it over there. Let's throw it in. I've been doing art. Uh, you don't keep belts? Well, if you think about it, you can make a lot of bracelets out of them. Some of them are suitable maybe for necklaces, but not most of them are too heavy. Okay, this is another piece, kind of like that one we've already had over there. Uh, yeah, this is, I don't think, it's not worth restringing and it doesn't float my boat. I'm going to put that in there. I have been doing art, and let me bring you up to talk to you so you're not looking at that dirty, broken thing. And yes, I got new glasses yesterday. They came in the mail. I ordered these from Goggles for You, I think is the name of it. I've bought from them before. You just punch in your prescription, and it takes about 3 weeks. They come, I'm sure, from China. But I had bought with my insurance nice progressive lenses in beautiful like tortoise look shells frames, and I can't see squat out of them. And I do that pointy nose thing, and I just can't see out of them, particularly up close. So I had ordered some bifocals from this company before with a line, and the problem was they were too big for my face, and the D-shaped bifocal wasn't fitting in the right place. Hi, Melissa Michelle. So I ordered these and I got a size smaller glasses. And that way that place hits in the right place where I can read. I have all these eye issues. So I'm going to go back to my optometrist. I mean, to the optometry place. I go to a eye hospital actually for my prescription. And I think I'm going to get either some like this. What I wanted was the executive style that goes all the way across. And they let on like you're a dinosaur when you ask for that. I can actually see out of those. But anyway, neither here nor there. I am doing just going through things that jewelry makers keep. Um, I used to, when I first got bifocals, I was substitute teaching. And I had to call roll, and I couldn't look up because I didn't know the children that well all the time. Sometimes I did. But to look at the page and then look up, it was so hard. That's how I ended up getting bifocals. But I've had 2 pairs of progressive lenses, and I cannot see out of the things. So I'm going to go back to the legit optometry place and get more. But I was trying these out. They were only $12 and something. And I'm really pleased with the prescription. So anyway, I'm going to pull this down. And it's a nice place. Oh, goodness. That's why I got bifocals. Hi, Tammy. Alrighty, what I'm doing is going through, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, going through stuff I have in tubs to decide whether to throw it in a craft lot or keep it. Or if it's something that's sellable just as it is, I might pull it out. So far, I only have one item I found that's sellable as is, and I love this. I may actually end up keeping it, but I can see Harper wearing that when she's a little bit older. I've been trying to draw Harper. Uh, I enlarged a picture I took Saturday at her birthday. Look how sweet she is. And I've been trying to do her, I've been learning some art, which I have no art talent at all. But I don't have any music talent either. And I learned to do music, and I'm trying to learn to do art. And I just got to thinking about it. I've worked 30 years basically with my music, and I am not musically talented at all. My son is, but I'm not. And I just learned it. So, well, thank you. Have a good time, Selena. Hope you enjoy it. But anyway, these are little elephants, and I believe that they're pewter just from the looks of them. I don't like those strings they're on. I'll just go and cut them off. Well, yeah, cut them off of those. There we go. But I've been doing art, just having a wonderful time, and I've been doing pencil and charcoal drawings, and also I started doing some watercolors, and I really have zero talent whatsoever, but I am learning. I've been learning this method of drawing heads. It's called the Loomis method. You have to get your calculator out sometimes, but anyway, that's what I've been immersed in. But we will hopefully be having a sale soon. We were going to tonight because we're off this week. My son's a football coach, and this is a dead week for football, July 4th week. So we don't have to babysit. But my husband's been real tied up with this dog and my son, and tomorrow they're going to pick the dog up at the vet's real early before my son goes to work. And they got the hole and everything prepared today. So it's just been a real. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, good. We prayed for her last night, Elizabeth. Ken and I did. Or was it night before last? Anyway, I prayed for her. My days and nights have got to run together. Is she doing okay? I'm going to keep these, obviously. I saw you haven't been on much uh, on the weekends, and I was hoping that she hadn't gotten worse. I'm glad she's home. We tried to keep my mother in her home as much and as long as we could, even if it was slightly. We agreed on it ahead of time, even if my brother and I, if she wasn't quite as safe, she was happier, and that's what we tried to do. She was in a nursing home 14 times, and we would let her go back home, and even most of the time she would start driving again, and then she'd fall again, and we'd be back. These are I've never seen these. I don't know where I got these. I buy a lot of stuff from Kristen. I don't know if I got these from Kristen. They're like wire wrapped little beads, and they're beautiful. I didn't know I had them. Well, obviously those are not. They're not going in the craft lot. We put those back in the bag. But I have got boxes and boxes of jewelry junk, and I periodically sell a lot of it, clear it out, even give it away. But I just, some way, have accumulated. You know, we aren't quite doing as much sales and things as we were on a cha-cha bracelet. Yes, I probably might do that. Now, this is an interesting little thing that if I don't see your comments right away, I am trying to adjust to these new glasses. I haven't even been wearing glasses and just squinting and wearing reading glasses from the dollar store. But so excuse me if I don't see your comment right away. These go to those Apple watches, and I didn't even know what they were at first. And they have them on Amazon. They're not cheap. And these bracelets go on each side of the Apple Watch like that. And I tried to give them to my daughter and daughter-in-law, who both have those. I guess they're called Apple Watches. You know what I'm talking about. You talk into them, and I often think, what would my grandmother, who died in 1968, think if she came back to life and people were walking around talking to themselves in their Bluetooth or they're talking into their wristwatch? Can you imagine if you came back to life after that long and how much things have changed? Anyway, I think it was better then, honestly. But I have these watch bands, and the girls just didn't really want them. And to be honest, they seem kind of awkward to me. Like you put the watch, let's see, you put the watch there, and then that's the closure, I think. I thought the beads were so gorgeous on these, and Ken tested them. They are not sterling, but you know what I'm going to do with this? I've already planned it. I want these beads. I like them. And these are going into my stash. That one's stuck. I'll just throw it in the trash. Oh. This thing's made substantially, I'll tell you that, because it's hard to get it. I watched Parker while they dug that hole this morning, and he was so funny. Uh, his dad had told him he was going to put him in that hole if he wasn't good. And so the whole time I was there, he kept informing me he was going to go get in that hole. And, we live here in the South. It was red clay. And anyway. Now this was the bead I liked. This one apparently has been smushed. I guess somebody smushed it with their arm on the table, but I love those. There's a lot of beads on this thing. Uh, Michelle, yes and no. The ones I just threw in are not something I could reuse. I could show you why. They're more or less like this, and it would be very difficult to reuse that for me. I'm not, it's over my skill set. But yes, I do, particularly if they're sterling closures. But I recycle everything sterling. Like I cut jump rings off. I take wire earrings if I have a single sterling earring, and I will either put it in my. I have one of those. Where is it? I have one of these that makes loops. They make very small loops. The company was talking about making one that made bigger loops, but this one makes really small ones. But sometimes I'll put it in there, and sometimes I'll just turn it around the um, needle nose pliers. But the problem with sterling like that is it is not. See, like here's one of the closures on this one. Why I don't reuse it. Uh, it's so soft that I kind of feel like it's unreliable sometimes to use sterling jump rings. I don't know. I've been collecting up a lot of it from Kristen and other places, findings that are sterling, and I've made a string. Here we are. Let me show it to you. I did this. I started hand knotting pearls again, and this was a sterling closure. I hadn't put my drop of hypo cement, so I left the thread so Ken could see where to do it. But that was a little sterling closure that I had. These are from my daughter for her birthday. Hope she isn't watching, which I don't think she is. These are real pearls, and that was a funny story. I had this bag of of these pearls. Ah, everything's falling. Uh, and I thought they were plastic pearls. I knew they weren't glass. And I was throwing them in like a craft lot. I happened to think, well, I'll check them. And I pulled one out, and they're real. They fluoresce. Let me show you. See, if they do that, they're real. So anyway, I've knotted some for my daughter. It'd been about a year probably since I hand knotted any pearls. Let's see what the closure on this watch says. I think it says stainless steel. Yeah. Got one more little bit to undo here. This is exciting television. But y'all can call me a nutcase if you want to. I'm always using home remedies, and sometimes they don't always work out. I've ended up in the emergency room a time or two from my home remedies. But this copper has really helped the pain in my fingers. So you can say whatever you want to, and they're not hard to make. You just wrap some wire. Uh, I got to get a little bag for these. Let's see. Sometimes what I do is I had a whole slew of those bags. And I don't know what we did with them. These right here are really too small. Okay, hold on. Now, how's that? Is that better? Let me get one. This one little thing does really well just to do this, and then you can get it right in here. I bought a bag after bag of those little size bead bags. What I'm done with them. That's one reason I need to clear out. I have way too much stuff. And there's tubs all under the tables full of findings. And I've been trying to get to making more jewelry for a long time. And things have we just kept getting poundage in. One week we got 55 pounds of jewelry. And it's just hard to. So I'll put that in my keep bucket. Let's see what else. Okay, this was already broken, so there's no deciding what to do with it. This was a beautiful set of vintage beads, and this was the closure, which I'm kind of fascinated with these closures. But I kept these. I don't really know why, but I'm thinking earrings. Kind of a bunch of strings. There's a whole bunch of those loose down in here too. There's another one. But I just kind of think there might be something I want to use that on. So, and the word for today, look at that. Can you read that? I've had this from a women's circle meeting at the Presbyterian Church in 1993 or 4. That's how long I've kept this little magnet. It says, "Do not be anxious for tomorrow will care for itself." Matthew 6:34. And that's kind of a verse God's been working on me with, a chapter actually lately. And it's the same scripture in, I think I'm actually, yeah, that's the one in Matthew. Ken's reading in Luke at night. Uh, we do devotionals, but this is Matthew, and I love that scripture. I need to like ingest that. Now, of course, this is not going in my craft lot. This is fashion beads for your jewelry crafting. These are glass beads. It just is amber glass. I'm not wild about these bezel set looking pieces of glass, but I'll keep it because it's too good to put in the craft lot. Okay, now this is another. I think this one is Japan. I remember this one. These, let's see if it's got a mark. Can you see? Let me see. That's too close. Uh, I can't tell. The closure is gorgeous. Look how it's faceted in 1,000 little things. And here is, I forgot what you call these. They just scream out lemon, and they're just got 100 gazillion little facets. Um, I think they're acrylic. They're not really that cold. So I'm going to, of course, keep these. I can't. I love things like it. Looks to me like it was one of those made in Japan from probably the 40s. Um, well, because the closure is so beautiful and matches, I would probably try to do another necklace or a bracelet that had that, I guess, but probably a necklace. Because when those closures match like that, I don't know, I just find that really special when the closure matches the beads like that. That's it. Got one. Okay, let's see what else I got over here. This is something that a lot of the shipments we get in, like from Shop Goodwill or something, we'll get these little rings this particular size. At first, I thought they were like baby bracelets, but there's something to do with from India or somewhere. Um, I think they hook to their clothes some way or something. Do y'all know anything? I have two of these. I think they make pretty earrings. I'd have to. Where the other one is? I've got two of these. And I was thinking about just putting an earring wire hook, on it like that. But look, we've gotten beautiful little ones like this, and I always thought, oh, I wish I could get my hand in it. Isn't that pretty? That one I think's missing one. No, it's not. But anyway, that stays. Okay, let's see what else we got. Here's some wire in a closure. It says round wire, soft. Of course, I'm keeping this. I don't know what this is. It was $14, so obviously it's some kind of good wire. Let's see. Okay, what about this bracelet? Obviously, you can't wear it like that, but I do think this one is worth restringing it because it is. I think it's very, very different. Look at that. Yeah, I'll probably keep that for myself. I'll either restring it with elastic or stretch cord, or I'll restring it with wire and put a closure on it. I tend to not really like stretch bracelets. I don't mean to sound whatever, but I just don't. But this one I think is really pretty. I'm going to keep that one. Here's a little cameo. I'll have to keep that. Well, looks like it came out of a little necklace. Okay, what in the world are these? Some of this, let's see. Oh, I think I got these from Kristen. That looks like Kristen's writing on the thing. And they may have just arrived and I didn't have time to look at them. They look like Fordite, actually, that stuff they get off the floor with the paint. You know, where they scrape the stuff off the floor and make a bead or something. These are so pretty. They're drilled like a diamond shape from here to here. Like that. In other words, they run that way. Ooh, those are pretty. Keep those. See, that's the thing. A lot of stuff I don't even remember getting. Don't know when I got it. And we would get shipments of stuff in, and something would be broken or, need repair, and I would just throw it in that tub, and there it landed. And this is just some kind of mess. I guess I kept that in there for these little beads, and they're very interesting. They look like, I guess, let's see. I think the filling is probably acrylic. I just find them interesting. I think I'm going to keep them, do something with it. I'll just leave them on the chain. Oh no, look what I found, another watch. I'll cut that at another time instead of boring y'all with that. Okay, these are beads. I must have... Ooh, those are pretty. I'll just throw them down in there. And these, I was so tickled. Potomac Bead Company. These are copper beads. And I've been using a lot of copper. And those are just little like bead things. And I definitely need those. Now, this is my favorite kind of stuff to find down in here. This necklace, I'm going to double check it with the magnet to be sure I'm not messing with sterling. It's not magnetic. I don't think it's... No, the closure is magnetic. I don't think it's sterling. It has all these little jingle jangles on it that would be really good on junk bracelets. Look at that one. And this is cold as kraut, so it's a crystal of some kind. On one of my bracelets, I think it's the one I kept actually, I had a kind of a tooth that looked like that on it. And this one, I don't know if it's acrylic or glass or what. I don't think it's stone. No, it's not stone. But that would be cute on a junk bracelet. So these little coins, I don't know. Oh, and there's a little representation of a tooth out of metal. So I think I'll just keep that. Let me get my clippers and just cut away some of that. I try to use my old cutters on this kind of thing because I run through cutting pliers so fast. I guess I cut the wrong things with them. These are the good ones I use for making jewelry. I don't want to do that. I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to put all this stuff in this basket. Probably mine. Okay, these are my old cutters. I'll get them out. I don't think I even want that leaf. I want this little tooth. And I'll probably keep this coin. Honey, you can come say hi. I'm just snipping and flipping. Kid's really tired. They had to dig that hole over at my son's in the hot of the day. In the
Say what?
You can come in and say hi if you want to. The camera's down. You can't.
Hello. I'm Kenny's said he was gonna call me back.
Oh, okay.
I,
Are
but
you fixing coffee? Was that what I heard you doing?
no, I didn't have any
Oh,
drink. I was looking at the clock and it was
do you want
getting
some?
close to coffee time, but
Did
he's
you?
supposed to call me back. But
Okay.
I'll go fix some coffee if you're needing coffee. Cause
I don't necessarily need coffee. I thought we were going to have coffee. We can do it when we get a break here.
well, if he, I don't know what's. I thought he would call me back by now.
Melissa Michelle said, "Hi, Ken. Hi, Jessica.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Thank you,
Ah,
Jessica. I'll just throw that chain in the craft lot I'm doing. And I'll put these, if I could just find that humongous collection of plastic bags that I have. I've put them somewhere and can't find them. I have all these little shoebox tubs I've tried to organize. I have been working for months trying to organize in here. I'm thinking it's just a hopeless cause. And I sit down right in the middle of it and either make jewelry or do art, and it makes me kind of nervous. I like to uh, have things neat when I'm working. Okay, these are more beads that I got somewhere. What kind are those? Let's see. There goes my ring. Amber. I don't think those are real amber. Amber 8 millimeter diamond, which they're calling that diamond shape, I'm assuming. I don't think this is amber. Let's shine a light on it. I don't think they sell amber like that, do they? Well, the light's not working. Hi, Buttercup. No, they're not amber. They're just saying amber. I believe they're glass, actually. It's just amber glass. Those will go in my stash. I'm going through just the junk boxes, Buttercup, and sorting out what I want to sell or put in the craft lot or keep. And I can tell you right now, some of this I won't. And it's not really good quality, but I am going to keep that heart. Uh, yeah, I kind of like that key too. I think I'll keep it. The beads are actually kind of yucky. Okay, let's see what else we got. I don't know. I don't think I would ever do anything with that big old huge feather, short of putting it on a hat or something. I think I'll just put that in the craft lot. And I think I must have gotten these from Kristen at one of her bead sales, which I missed this morning because we weren't home. Um, yeah, and I think I can put those with these repurposed gold beads some way and do something interesting. Got that gold broken beaded necklace that those would be pretty coordinating with that. There are tons of these beads everywhere. I was thinking in terms of like an earring or something, stacking them some way. I love those. All right, let me put those beads down in here. I'll put those back in here. If y'all hadn't been to Kristen's bead sale, usually it's on Thursday, but she's going on a trip with her husband for their anniversary, and she had it this morning instead. Usually it's mid morning on Thursday, and Missed it. Now these are something I never use. They're written silver plated hot dogs. They're little tubes, this is liquid silver plated. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but I don't want to throw them in crafts. More gold beads. I got tons of gold beads. They almost feel like wood or something. They might be plastic. Okay. And then there's this. And this is a massive piece of shell. The back is actually beautiful. The front, not so much. But I don't think I would probably do anything with that. I'm going to put that in crafts. Get these gold beads in with the rest of them. Now, this is a really pretty little earring, and I don't know if there's a match to it. If there is, I would like to put new backs on those for myself. Like that. So I'm going to set that aside and hope I find the match. Now, I set this aside a long time ago. This is obviously at least 1960s. Might be early 70s. I don't think it's not Bakelite because it's got a seam right there. If it has a seam, it's not Bakelite. But I like orange and I like plastic. Selena's already gone, but Selena and I both really like plastic jewelry, and I really do. And I particularly like 60s plastic jewelry that looks like it's mod or, groovy looking. That's kind of what I like. And there we go. Several pieces to that down in here. So obviously this one also is already broken. So guess what? Snip, snip, snip. Now, this Michelle, you were asking about recycling closures. This is a pretty nice large lobster claw, and they've used a crimp and a crimp cover on it, so it's going to be dickens to get it loose. But I will probably keep that because the larger lobster claws are what I like to use. Handle grips are coming off these old things, so I'm going to put that aside. Let's get this out. Get a bag for these beads. These will make a pretty bracelet. That's kind of what I have in mind for that. A pop of orange with an outfit that has a little bit of orange. I don't typically wear all orange, but I like that little pop. Oh, thank you, Buttercup. We will be back on selling, but oh, you mean Kristen's Michelle? Designs and do-overs. That's what it's called. We'll be back on. We just right now are kind of we were burning the candle at both ends, and initially we were going to try to just wait till summer, and we thought we were going to be off, but my son-in-law's football, it's all summer, and so we're still there. There's another one of those they're like bolos with cloisonne. We love keeping him, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. I was so glad to get to see him this morning because we've been off this week, and he was at my son's, and he was so sweet. Now this is really interesting. It's a choker, but it's missing half of the little segment there. So if I had enough on this other end, I wonder how that's strung. One way to find out. Hold your breath. Oh, I thought those were little beads. Okay, so what I would have to do is use those kind of ends that go over it and you clamp them down. I think I still got enough left to do that if I wanted to. Kind of like that. I may hold on to it and see. There's the other one of those things that I said something about making uh, earrings out of. This was something just down in there that I thought was so pretty. Just a little stacked crystal that I'll use for something.
There's coffee.
Oh, there's coffee. I'm gonna let Ken juggle or do something.
Well, I don't want to
I'm not.
juggle because they have to see me.
I'm not turning the camera up. And
But,
y'all talk to Ken just 1 second while I get my coffee.
and get Melissa one. She wants extra cream and sugar in hers. Oh, she done dropped her loop down here. Then she'll be looking for it. Mm. All right. We are, I don't know what she's doing, what kind of tutorial or what she's talking about. I just got here, but I've been on Buttercup wants iced coffee. Well, I'm doing okay. It's been a kind of a traumatic couple of days. I had to go with my daughter-in-law to take their dog to the vet yesterday, and Barbie may have already spoke about that. But anyway, she didn't make it, and so we've had to go through that. And so we got together this morning. I guess morning or early afternoon. I forgot which. It's probably a little of both, but anyway, we had to. Uh, 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 his dog had congestive heart failure. He had been given her medication, but apparently it didn't. It wasn't working anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've had to deal with that, but
All righty.
we're trying to move on and
Upbeat.
not be sad faced.
There's enough people around here like that. I tell you what. Okay, let's keep going here. Now, this was something interesting, and maybe y'all know what it is.
Yeah, we had our dog Max had the same thing too.
Bill did, Max.
No,
Look at this thing. I don't know what that is. It looks like it should open, and it doesn't, I don't think. It's got one of those funny bone pieces in it, I think, and then it looks like it should be a little pouch sewed up, but I don't see any kind of opening. And it was on this. This came down, but this was broken. These came down to there. One side was broken, so I just cut it off. So I don't know what this is. Uh, I don't know if it's worth investigating it before I trash it in my craft lot. Do y'all know what that? I guess I should do an image search. Is what I should do.
I don't have any idea myself.
Yeah, I think I'll just do an image search on my phone after a while and before I put it in the craft lot.
As far as my garden, it's doing.
How does your garden grow?
I've got uh, yellow squash that are doing really great. The zucchini's doing okay.
But what we all really want to know about is the turnips.
No, we don't. You had already.
One mess of turnips. Is that all you're going to get?
Maybe.
All right. I have no earthly idea what this is. It's obviously old. One reason is we don't do a whole lot with clowns anymore, particularly the kind that look like this. It looks
Circus
almost
clown?
like little bracelets or something.
Is that a birthday clown
And
or a
there
circus
was
clown?
this was earring. No, it wasn't earrings. Had earring clips right here. You reckon those were dangle earrings?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, they were. They
They
went this
were
way.
this way or that way?
This way.
This way.
There's one. I ought to fix them probably. Wear them if nothing else. And here's the other one. Aren't those weird? I forgot I had those.
Um,
I think I'll fix
Michelle
them.
Michelle says she's never had a turnip.
I didn't until I was in my 40s. Uh, I grew up in the city, and that just wasn't something we had. And Ken grew up in the country, and his mom fixed them a certain way with potatoes and onions. And
I
I
don't
mean,
put any,
literally,
I
I
don't
would,
put onions in mine.
I would kill to get some. They're so good.
I don't put any onions in mine
Well,
when I
one
make
time
them.
I thought you did.
Well, I might have at one time,
Well,
but
whatever he puts in
last
them, they're
time
good.
last time I did not. The
Here
last
was the
batch you had
tag
out
that
of my
went with
garden.
these clowns. So apparently they were like, I don't know, they're old. And they were on clip earrings, so that meant they were probably old. So I think I'm going to repair these.
Yeah.
I forgot I had them. Actually, this is a glue repair. It goes to the shipping department because I can't breathe the glue.
Oh
It bothers me.
no! Not another shipping department
Yep.
glue job.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, I'm
there's
getting
some orange beads
backed
from
up
my
on those.
orange stuff. Now, put these in with the orange beads.
Them oranges.
Salt, pepper, butter, and lemon. Buttercup sand. Ken doesn't really like lemon. He eats it a lot. He doesn't know he's getting it, but uh, he's doing the cooking on these turnips.
Yep, there you go. Put in my pile to
You
do.
all wouldn't believe some of the to dos that are in his. He's got brooches that had like $169 price tags on them that I had gotten in a lot where there was just a few stones missing. And if he's got all kinds of stones, if he can get some of those repaired, of course, we would immediately, what's the word, full disclosure, we would tell you it's had stones replaced. But usually I can't tell. Now, these scream out bridal pearls to me. They're very heavy, they're glass, but they've got that bridal uh, sheen to them, kind of. This mat is so dirty, and so it's not dirty, it's just my white ones fell back in there and I can't get them. I have some coming tomorrow.
So,
Friday, not tomorrow. But I'm going to keep these. I have a whole tub of just pearls to do. Yeah, no, it's
just
ridiculous.
pearls.
It is totally ridiculous. I will never, oh Lord willing, I do, but I don't see how I'll ever live long enough to do all this. Now, here's those things I think are from India or somewhere. We get all kinds of little things like this that look like little baby bracelets, and I don't know exactly how they hook on their clothes, but they do. But I'm going to try to put a earring hook right there and just make earrings. So we'll see on that. I use them on mine, but I don't use glass ones. We just have a small little tree right now. We hauled off the big, huge, humongous, beautiful one. And now, the last two Christmases, I've whined about it. But we said we were going to get a new one for this next Christmas because we were tired of
Oh,
looking.
tree.
I just use, little imitations. Okay.
What kind of
I think
invitations
an
do you
ad's
use?
running. Is an ad running? I don't know. It says ads will run for some users. I don't know. These are some sort of little chips. Not really sure. And an interesting thing about this bracelet, do you notice? It's got a closure, but it
Mm-hmm.
also stretches,
Well,
which is weird. Why would you, if you're gonna,
stretch it. Why
yeah,
would you
why would
close
you put
it?
a closure on it? Maybe just for looks.
Maybe that to make it look like
Yeah, I'll probably keep that.
it's
There's
a
another
real
gold bead.
bracelet instead of a stretching. I don't know.
Let's see. Where are my scissors? Do you see them? Here they are.
Citta. Citadel.
I think I
Citadel.
borrowed your magnet. I don't know what I did with it, but can you watch? Oh, here it is.
Not
See if this closures.
Natakano.
Where did the
L
closure go? I had it in my
200.
hand.
Well, here's
Oh,
the closure.
it's magnetic. That's pretty, isn't it?
It's just it's got a
These are all
little
cold, these little
little
beads.
coin in it. SSCA is on the back.
SSCA. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No.
SSCA.
I bought a stack of
It's
these
not the
little bead trays from
YMCA, but it's the
Kristen. That
SSCA.
might work. Yeah. I had all those bags. I mean, tons of those little bags. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
where I stuck them.
Which kind of little
Well, these
bags?
ones that we found are too small. They're a little bigger than this.
I thought we had the little bigger ones that well, like
Yeah,
this.
and I can't find them anywhere. I had bags
I
and bags
found
of
them
them.
before you gave them to you.
No, you found these right here that I'm using.
No, come on.
You found these. No, I had like package after package. I had bought at Dollar General. I bought some from Sandy.
Oh, good.
No, I
Okay.
had tons of them.
You
And we
sure they're
even
not
had
in here
some from
too?
Michael's or Ben Franklin. All right, I got a little bag of beads to go in my thing.
What did you do with them?
I don't know, they're probably in one of these tubs down here.
Let me look over here while you're doing stuff.
They may even be in this big tub that has the broken jewelry. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
Hold on, guys. Jeez.
Don't see them. This doesn't my counter show and people are jigging.
So disorganized.
Disorganized. I just lost that amber ring. Do you see it? There it is.
No, I don't see it.
I'm just hoping will come across my bags. I literally accumulated those bags to organize my beads. And they're gone. That is why I'm getting organized. Because I've lost everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See what else we've got.
More of the same size bag. More of the same.
Yep. And these little things are crimp beads.
Mm-hmm.
And I always keep those.
Not always. They don't always.
Got these little dog paw charms. I think I bought these from Kristen one time. This is the size I need right there.
Yeah, I know it. But I can find
These
so far
say
it's just little ones. Little ones.
something on the back I can't read. I guess I'll keep those because I bought them to do jewelry. Crimp beads go on the end of a necklace or a bracelet, and you bring it back through, and then you use your little crimp tool to.
Are they 2 inch by 3 inch?
Yeah, that's them. That's some. Are there more of them down there?
I don't know. I just now found
Oh,
those.
I hope so.
I don't
These
know.
are what I was looking for. You can get these for I think $1 at Dollar General is what I paid. These are my favorites, and
2 inch by 3 inch.
yes, thank you, honey. He's so good at finding stuff. We were driving up the road one time and pulled over. He had found a $5 bill in the road, and it's just floating along. And he pulls his car over, jumps out, and gets
It
it.
was blowing down the side.
Oh,
of
I'm
the
so
road.
glad to get those. Thank you, honey.
2 inch by 3 inch.
Thank you. I just need one to start with. It'll be good. Thank you,
Well,
thank you,
I
thank
figure you
you.
might want to put them where you'll know where they're at. Or maybe I should put them
That's why I was thinking maybe you should put them.
where I will know where they're at.
There's all kinds of these little letters down in there. They're not like suitable for jewelry, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Maybe they bend. I bet Cindy and them could use those in their junk, the junk journals.
More little ones.
I just don't sometimes quite get the whole junk journal thing, what you do with it. I journal a little bit, but I journal in shorthand so that if I die and they find my journal, they won't know what I said. Okay, there's some little dinosaurs. That's them. Yeah, yay.
You got bukus of
Well, I
them.
had one bag that they all had a hole in the side, the same side. Those are so cute. I'll keep those. I'll do something for Parker.
Bukus of them over here. Well, it'll be.
But a crimp bead, I am like, oh, a squirrel. I was trying to find the crimp bead thing. Here it is. You put those little beads on the end, and then you run the end back through them, and this is a special tool that puts um, a crimp in it and lines the two ends up side by side. Then you turn it around and put it on the last little thing, close it, and it folds them together. And that's what crimp beads are for. That's just a little green pendant, but for some reason I kind of like it for myself. I think I'll keep it.
Well, you're doing a lot of keeping over there.
I know. You want to go down to the garage and talk about things we're keeping?
All in books.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with all in books.
No, we'll start with all that junk that you got down there.
Yeah.
I have got all kinds of little strings and have beads. These look like beads from Japan or West Germany, which I collect West Germany, but I only collect marked West Germany. And the Japan I don't necessarily collect. I used to try to collect occupied Japan glassware. But these are such, to me, so pretty. Even though they're plastic. What is that? A piece of turquoise.
I think this is a real one.
Yay, look what I have found. Oh, let's hope it's not torn up. I'm going to take my piece of amber off before I lose another piece. Look at this. I was wanting, this has gotten itself, this one has the hook on it. Look how pretty that is. The hook slid down. They were supposed to hang this way.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the hook. These are old. These are ribbon wrapped, and they've got little, oh, this one's got the hook too. They're lever back. See? I love those. I don't have a whole lot, Buttercup. I was collecting glassware a couple years, several, 3 or 4 years ago.
At least.
Yeah, and we opened up a flea market booth, and I got rid of a lot of it, but I still have piles of glassware. It's not all Japan, but I do have a little bit. I have one teacup and saucer I held on to that's behind the bar that says Occupied Japan. My parents were antique dealers when I was growing up. I'm going to keep that. Those are, what are these? 6mm check glass. I think I'll keep them. Aren't those? I think I got these from Kristen actually. Oh, those are pretty. I remember buying those.
Hi, Jude.
Hey, Jude. Hello, Jude. I don't think so,
change.
Jude. I don't think we will, because in the morning when Ken would be packing and stuff, he's got to go up and bring Kenny's dog back. They dug a hole today.
So we got to have the funeral.
Yeah. Having a funeral.
You don't know.
And they have to go real early in the morning before my son goes to work.
He goes to work at 10. So
Yeah.
We got to be done.
You have to be there at 7:30 though.
Well, no, we don't have to be there at 7:30. That's what time they open. But we'll probably be there a little after they open. He's supposed to come by here and get me at 15 after 7. So he says.
Well, I might have a stone that fits in this. So I think I shall hold on to it. Okay.
Yeah,
Now here's more of those Japan beads. Well, most people would have had this dog put down a long time ago, and he never could.
he
And
spent a lot of
yeah,
money
he spent a lot of
trying
money
to
trying to keep her alive.
keep her alive, and
And she's
she
the stubbornest, baddest dog. Didn't mind. She'd do things just to aggravate him. And it was kind of just really funny to hear the stories because, uh,
she she would have passed a long time ago if he
yeah,
hadn't have taken her under his wing and taken care of her.
Karen would cook her chicken and stuff.
Well, he grilled her chicken patties Sunday night, and they took her out riding. She loved to ride.
The day she died, she'd been out riding in the car. Okay, let's see. And Kenny will tell you the same dog before they got married, and so, but Kenny will tell you,
Okay, Jude.
okay, uh, blue tick hounds are not the best pets. They're just not. They're loving and caring, but they're just really not your. I mean, if you're used to like a Labrador Retriever or something, they're not. They're
Or
different. They're
a
not
Shih
dumb.
Tzu, or
They're not
what is
dumb
that?
dogs.
A little Scotty.
They're
Uh,
just not. I don't know. They're different than any other dog we've ever had. Okay, there's a single earring, and it's awfully pretty. I guess that's why I kept it. I think I'll hold on to it. It's articulated. Look at that. No, it's not. Oh, there's a little piece of crystal. I guess I'll keep that. Probably these letters I may save for Cindy for her junk journals.
you may have to do a video of your flash wire sometime.
I don't know that anybody wants to.
Well, Buttercup said
She
she
thought I
liked.
had a lot of Japan stuff, which I really don't. I mean, I have a little bit. Not, I've got other things, but not
You got a question there. What would you do with the earring?
nothing. That's what I'm saying. I need to go on and do. I do have a. It is articulated. Look at that.
Well, of course
I
it
have a
is.
whole tub of single earrings I'm going to be going through. And if I don't find the match to this one in this tub, I'll probably just put that one in there. There is a piece of carnelian. I'll keep that. These are little dragonfly findings. I must have gotten those. It's a clasp, like a toggle. It's a dragonfly. I think I got that from Kristen. Let's see. Here's some more of those letters. I bet that Cindy could do something with those. They're stiffer than you'd think, but they're not really something you could put on a chain or anything like that. Okay, I need to put some of this up so I have a place to. Let's see. We probably won't eat a lot for dinner because we ate a whole pizza for lunch when we left my daughter's. And I love those Little Caesars pretzel crust pizzas. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love them.
For some reason, she likes to elevate her blood pressure.
Yeah, I could feel it going up with all that uh, pretzel salt, but
Pretzel
oh,
salt
so good.
on it.
Now, was it not good? And
Well,
they have like, if you've never had one, they have like a cheddar cheese that almost is like a cheese sauce or something, and then the pepperoni sits down in it, and then you've got uh, the pretzel crust. Oh, it's just so good. This is this? I think it might be fake, but yeah, that's a little beach thing somebody got. I was trying to ask if that was intaglio or something like that. I'll keep it just in case. Let me put this Japan stuff up. We bought a whole thing of little bags from my Ben Franklin, remember, or Michaels, or somewhere. I don't know where we got. I think it's Ben Franklin. Well, whatever.
Hmm.
They were a nice size, like half of this size.
I don't know.
What happened to them either? I saw them. We got to get this world put back together before we have any auctions. That's not them. They were just in a clear bag like that.
It's a snack.
I should own stock in the Ziploc bag companies. Okay, let's look at this because this is. I need a little bag to put Cindy's letters in. You know,
Mm.
a bag to put her little letters that I'm saving. I've got more of them, so it'll probably be a little bit bigger than this. I don't know. Look at this. I forgot about this. At the time, I remember we didn't know what it was. It's very different, and I don't know. It has real coins of some kind that have been drilled. Look, Ken, did you remember we got that? Had those old coins. I forgot about that.
Yeah, vaguely remember.
George the Sixth.
It's not probably imitation.
No, this is real.
Probably just imitation
No, you
coins.
can look at them.
Oh, come on now.
Trying to see the year on them. 1 cent.
Probably 25, 25.
1921.
25, 25.
But the fact that there's holes drilled in them probably takes away.
Yeah,
No, these aren't a wheat penny. These are, I don't think. No, these aren't
no,
wheat
they're not
pennies.
wheat pennies.
No, they actually, I think, are Canadian or something, maybe. But they're 1921.
What
This one's 1953 Canada.
yeah,
This one is Canada. That other one, though, was 1921 something.
would this work?
Yeah.
We just need some kind of bag to put them in.
Well, that's really interesting, though. I might just. I have a little thing of coin stuff over here. I might throw that in. Okay, let's see what else we've got. This was a bag of little oddities I threw aside. Let's see. That's a slide, uh, like you'd put on an Omega. We'll
Oh,
keep
where'd
that.
that bag come from?
And that
Oh,
might be pretty on a necklace or something. Yeah, now I wish I had done something ahead of time. I have Ozempic in there in the refrigerator waiting on me to do the shots, and I can't get the courage up to do them. Okay, these little pendants and things. Some of them I probably should test for sterling.
I think green tea has oxidants in it, doesn't it?
Antioxidants.
And antioxidants. So, excuse me, but so I'm thinking that it's good for other things as well.
I like it cold with like I forgot. I don't know if it was lemon or lime or what somebody had put in
She
it.
likes hers with Diet Coke.
I like lime juice in the. I like the Diet Coke lime.
Uh,
I love that Diet Coke lime.
yeah, it's we have learned to cut back on the bread. It sometimes if you grill hamburgers, you got I gotta have mine on a hamburger bun with lettuce and tomato and onion, cheese.
My daughter eats hers on lettuce. She takes having good sense. She gets it from her father. Okay, these are.
Hmm.
Well, I can't rag on her. That child took her day off and went over there and helped shovel that hole. so you can't.
We call it digging.
Well, I thought that was okay. There we go. These are those conians for necklaces, which I shall keep. And apparently, somebody had stuck some earring. I don't know what you call them. Those little blobs that go on the back of wire earrings. These are nice and clean. I usually throw them away. You want to put those in a bag?
I don't have a bag.
They're right here. Here's another one.
I don't. That's too big a bag.
One of these. Okay, this is another one of those little pendants I want to
That's
keep.
a nice little bag.
Now these beads, I think, came off of that bracelet I cut, or they look like they should have. Let's see.
Well, chewing on a clove. That's supposed to be it. To be good.
My grandmother chewed that clove chewing gum, but when you said clove, that's what I thought of. Yeah, I'll put it over here. I don't know
As
what
long as
this
you're not
is. It's
chewing
an
a
old
piece of
earring.
grass, walking down the road.
Single earring. This one's a single earring. Okay, these are closures that I like for myself. I don't know that they would sell on a bracelet, but on my own bracelets, I love great big old clasps.
Yeah.
And now that I'm getting older, it's all about me. Okay, these are just some little dingle dangles I'll keep to do something with. Okay, these are what those are. There's a red bead. I'll throw it in there. Some pearls. Single earring. I'm going to just toss this handful of stuff into the craft thing. Uh, that's going in there. Let's see, what's this? That's just some thread. These are little dog bone charms I got from Kristen. I'll keep those, of course.
I know. They'll get me, won't they?
Okay, this is absolute. I remember this, but I can't remember if it had vertebrae or what the deal was. Did it have, or is it just needed? Look at this. This is intaglio, is it not? It goes this way.
Well, yeah. It
That's
looks
the
intaglio
closure.
to me.
I thought, I'll let Kim look at it. Why was that in there? Not just because it needs to be restrung, or
I don't know.
I don't
I
see
don't
any
even know
vertebrae
where you've had it.
in this toe. Man, that's pretty. Look at that.
Got a pretty closure
They're
on
not
it.
knotted, so it probably wasn't a very expensive piece, but this is unbelievable.
Has it got any markings?
I can't see. I've got these new glasses on. I can't see squat.
Wait, I thought that's
You
what
can
new
look.
glasses were
Obviously,
for.
that's not going in the craft lot. It's kind of redundant for me to tell you that, is it not?
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's got one of those, and I don't know whether there's. Let me check.
Get all these gold ones out.
I don't know if that's hand carved or.
It's intaglio. I might not be pronouncing it right. I thought it was intaglio,
Mm-hmm.
that type of cameo.
Well, I don't see any maker's mark though.
I did a lot of baseball throwing and pitching today. He always looks at me like, "Well, you're the last one on the bench to pitch, apparently, because half the time the ball's nowhere near the bat." Okay, let's see. What are these little boogers? I even remember these. They're little spacer beads. I don't remember. Let me lift the camera. Okay. They got their new little beads. They're cool. I guess I'll just stick them back in there like this because they're hooked together. Oops. I may have gotten those from Kristen too. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, I took this off of something because I just thought it was so cool. I'm going to keep that. Look at that. It was off of a bracelet or something. I don't know. Here's some more of the Japan stuff. Just get it out of here. This is exciting television. Don't feel like you have to stay. I just hadn't put anything on in a while, and I thought somebody might enjoy watching me sort beads. It's kind of relaxing.
Are you sorting beads?
Sorting everything,
Oh
basically.
my goodness, she's sorting everything. Here's your bag for your letters.
Okay. Oh, I bought these beads. I'm going to pull that out of the craft lot. These two red beads were destined to be earrings for me.
And I am through with my coffee, and I am going to try to go for the umpteenth time to try to get a little weed eating done.
You might want to text your son and tell him that I'm live, and then I can't answer if he calls. These are little glass tubular beads. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you.
Well, you could respond and say, "Okay, honey." Okay. There's one of those Japan. There's one. Of what that is, it came off of something. It's been glued on something. Almost looks like bone. Look at that. I'll keep that. Oh, I love this little blue cube. There's just one of them, but I may have another one somewhere else. I'll put back these letters for Cindy Lou Bob. I've been doing art, and I ordered some things from Amazon. I ordered some new brushes for my water. I ordered new watercolors too because I'd used mine about up. And I ordered some brushes and some tools that I needed for the pencil and charcoal drawings. I needed these real sharp kind of erasers. I don't know how to, like an ink pen, but it's an eraser to do the whites of the eye. I mean, the little light in the eye on a pupil. And I also got, I had a palette up in there. I thought it was for Easter egg trays to do Easter eggs. So I got two palettes. Anyway, I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. And these I definitely want. They're little mother of pearl pink discs. Get a bag. Do you all journal like Cindy and them, Kristen and Jude and oh? I don't. I've got a lot of ephemera that I'm going to be selling. I mean, like a lot. Pictures from 1933 in New York City. Um, Pictures out of vintage knitting patterns. Pictures from children's storybooks. Here's one that I'll be incorporating, which I think is so cute. It's an Old Mother Goose book. Look at the pictures. Stuff like that. I need to clear this stuff out of here. I don't do that kind of crafts, paper crafts much. Only paper crafts I really do is I like to make cards sometimes. And I haven't done that much of that lately, but I do like making cards. I used to buy up scrapbook papers to use in my cards. I had some pretty cute ones. So I'll put those in my beads. And these are just some odd little crystals that I think I'll just bag all together. Those are pretty, those green ones. But these I have never seen before. These are like a glass, looks like something from the science lab, a little glass tube. Really interesting. And I tend to not recycle spacer beads unless they are sterling. Uh, these are not. They get all yucky. I'm gonna put my time in something. I want it not to be already torn up before I start. Okay, let's see. Oh, these are from Kristen. I can tell by their these are crimp beads. These are crimp tubes actually, and they will close when you put them in that tool. I keep my crimp beads in this little thing. Oh, I think they're real pretty. I just don't have the patience for that. uh, I don't journal like that. I journal. Well, I actually do prayer journaling. I guess is more what I do, uh, and I don't do it every day. I do a lot of writing in my one what I call the bathroom Bible. It's an old junky, torn up Bible from the Goodwill, and I actually almost journal in there. But like if I have prayer prayer lists or something that I'm journaling, I do it in shorthand, uh, so that nobody could ever decipher it. I might not be able to decipher it. My shorthand's so bad now. But Ken's dad, when he passed away, he he journaled profusely every morning, and he before when he went to the hospital that last time, he went outside and started a fire before they left. And what he was doing was burning his journals in case he died so nobody would get them. I thought that was funny. But anyway, I love Ken's dad. He was so sweet. Okay, there's more of those. I guess I should put them all together, shouldn't I? Is that the same thing? No. Well, yeah, it is. It is. You do. Well, we've had some good ones. Okay, there we go. Now, these say they are jet glass. And I was looking up online about jet glass. And what it was, at some point, I don't know when, I assumed it was like the 40s or something, jet was really popular, the stone jet, and they started manufacturing glass jet. And it was actually called French jet in to satisfy the demand, I guess. But these are glass jet. I'll keep those and do something with them. Here's some cute little pearls. Let's see, I'll just bag those and staple them to these other pearls. Those look real to me. Let's see. There we go. Oh, there's another one of those little links. I'll put it right there. And this looks like sterling. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it is actually. I'll put it over here for Ken to test. I don't have the match to it though, but still. These were some that I had already bagged. I will put in the tub. Okay, these were, I don't know if I cut a necklace up for these or if I got them from Kristen. Let me look at them. I think I got these from Kristen actually. Or no, I think I must have cut a necklace up for these. I wouldn't have bought that many of them. I think I cut a necklace with glass leaves on it up and got these. Those would make pretty earrings, wouldn't they? There you go. And then I have these beads. I'm not sure where I got them. I'm really not. They're like peacock. Can you see? Those are pretty. Didn't know I had all of these. And these are little spacer beads. And I believe they're little stone spacer beads. What's that pink and... no, I think they're mother of pearl. But they're little discs. I've already bagged them. I'm just going to leave them in the bag. And these appear to be... They're stone. Maybe little amethyst beads. Keep them, of course. And then there's this thing. And I don't know actually what this is. Obviously, I threw it in there because it was broken. Look at this locket. Oh, that is beautiful. Does it say something? This is Estee Lauder. It's cologne. And I don't know what that scent is. I first thought it was Cinnabar, which was one of my favorites, but it would be probably hard to tell now, but I love Cinnabar. It gave me a headache, but I loved it. That is pretty, isn't it? And then these apparently made up the necklace. I think I'll look online and see what those sell for. And I might restring it and I might just sell it like that. Do you all know how to look something up with your Google image search? I just didn't figure it out till a couple of months ago, and it's really great. You take a picture on your phone and save it, and then you go into your photos where it says share, and you share it to Google Image, and it searches with the picture. And sometimes, you don't get anything, but sometimes it will bring up something. Ooh, that's a pretty bead. Look at that. Let's put all those in because I'm going to be really allergic now. My nose is burning. And those cream, that one's not a cream, but those sachets, they get stronger as they get older. Instead of losing their thing like a liquid cologne, they get stronger. Okay, these are some little beans. I'll put them there. Hold on just a minute. Okay, that's chains. This is children's jewelry. I stay for Harper. Let's see, that's the stuff we're going to sell in our next sale. Let me show you this. Look at that. This is we never got untangled. But just massive tangles. And I know there's sterling and maybe even gold down in there. It's got to hit us on a patient day. There's another one of those I could put on a junk bracelet. But anyway, I got that set aside for Mr. Ken because he likes to untangle. I also have, is that amber? Yeah. Look at all this. These are single earrings. I mean, there may be some matches in here. I've pretty well been over them and over and over them. Look, those are single earrings. This is how big that tub is. There's my hand. See? So I've got to get that taken care of. Not sure how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to go through and pick out anything I would like to use for things myself. And I love these earrings. And at one point, I had both of them. I don't know where the other one is. Who knows? But I got these to get rid of at some point. I know a lot of people like to get single earrings. I forgot what they do with them. But a lot of these have things on them that I will use. Like this is a little pendant. I don't know how it got in the earrings. Little pendant, and it's cold. I think it's glass. I'm not sure. It might be reconstituted turquoise. Things like that. But so I need to go through this. I went through it and tried to match things up. I did that. I don't know how many times. Took it outside on the deck and set it at the table, and I'm just tired of doing that. This is a really pretty little pendant. And if I could see out of my glasses better, I would. I don't see a mark or anything. I think it might just be glass or ceramic. I'll do something with that. But I'd really love to find the other one of those. But I have got this whole big tub still full of things to go through. So, right. Also, I like to take those earrings and make rings, like bead or use wire and wire them to be in. Like my mom had a ring that looked like this pendant, a cocktail ring. It wasn't real, and that would be a pretty ring. Well, I'm gonna go. I appreciate you guys coming and being with me. And I'll be back. When you see Snip or Flip in the title, you know that's basically what I'm doing. And we will hopefully be back. It may even be in the next several days. It may not be a Tuesday. Um, it may be a Friday. I don't know when, we'll be back. But we do have a couple of tubs of nice jewelry. I've got one tub of sterling with lots of sterling in it. So I'll do, what I may do is some of this that I recycle. I'll show you guys what I do with it. I'm fascinated with this little pendant. I really like it for some reason. I think it just reminds me of my mom's ring, and I get a warm feeling. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for spending your afternoon with me. And you'll see us soon. Like I said, we were going live tonight, but Ken, like I said, was very tired. They were in the hottest part of the afternoon working and then tomorrow morning he's got to go with my son, and then tomorrow night we have church. We have a job at a church, so I don't want to make it really hard on him. I kind of would have liked to have gone live tonight, but he it's just going to be too hard for him. So we'll talk to you guys later. Love all of you and appreciate you. Bye.